Hello, welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you are watching Boyd News. Want to thank you so much for tuning in today. All right, guys, I'm back with another update from the Middle East. I want to give you some more information on these Israeli airstrikes that have been carried out onto Iran, and I have some new info that the Iranians are preparing to retaliate on Israel, maybe even the United States here very soon. Take a look at your screen. Iran threatens retaliation. Israel launches second wave of attacks. The response to the Israeli attack will be harsh and decisive, an Iranian official said, adding that details of Iran's retaliation are being discussed at the highest levels. Yeah, they're preparing to carry out some sort of major attack onto Israel probably very soon in the next 24 hours. They will most likely launch hundreds, if not thousands, of ballistic missiles targeting Israel, maybe even the United States. I have a report that an Iranian official is warning the U.S. as well that they might be attacked. So we're going to be talking more about that. This video footage actually coming out from central Iran showing smoke coming from the Natanz nuclear facility. This is one of the major nuke sites in Iran that reportedly was hit overnight, and there was information with this new video here that there was secondary detonations, and it looks like we had major damage to that facility. You can see smoke rising from it. So we'll be discussing that also in numerous new videos coming out from Iran. We also have very big news that the IRGC Commander-in-Chief, Hossein Salami, has been eliminated tonight in an airstrike from Israel, and also the Armed Forces Strategic Commander, Gholam Ali Rashid, he's also been eliminated as well. So crazy hits here, guys. Nuclear scientists have been taken out tonight. I'm just going to jump into this, start sharing the information with you. Let's go ahead and hop on over here to X with Ozan Defender. An Iranian security source tells Reuters that Tehran plans a strong response to the ongoing attack by Israel. Okay, so we're going to see some sort of major action here from Iran very soon. Now, the question is, how many capabilities do they still have to go after Israel after what has happened here? And the very big question also is, are they going to attack the U.S. as well? Now, from Ozan Defender, the spokesman for the Iranian Armed Forces, General Shakarchi, has said that Israel and the United States will receive a forceful slap, and Iran's armed forces are prepared and would be retaliating in force soon with counterstrikes. He said a retaliation attack is definite, God willing. Okay, so you can see here, they're stating that Israel and the United States are both going to get a forceful slap. So that means that they're going to most likely attack the U.S. as well. So we'll see what happens here if they actually decide to do that. But we know for sure they will try to retaliate on Israel in some kind of way. Now from Clash Reports, breaking Iran's military spokesman, Israel's attacks were aided by the U.S. They will pay a heavy price and should expect a severe response from Iran's armed forces. All right, so here's another report coming from a military spokesman out of Iran that Israel was aided by the U.S. and they will pay a heavy price. So that means that Iran is going to issue some sort of severe response onto the U.S. as well. So not good news there. Now from World Source News 24/7, breaking Reuters reports Iran's Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei is alive and being briefed about the Israeli attack. Okay, so this is confirmed. Apparently, Ali Khamenei is still alive. This is Iran's Supreme Leader. And from what we're hearing from multiple sources, he is being briefed right now on this situation, and they're going to be responding in some kind of way. And just for reference here, it's currently 8:11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Forgot to mention that at the beginning of this video. So that's when we last heard here that Ali Khamenei is apparently alive and being briefed on this attack. Now from Vicegrad24, breaking a second wave of Israeli missiles have entered Iraqi airspace and are heading towards Iran. The first of them have already hit Iranian radar sites. Okay, so this was just in the last hour and a half that we had a second wave of attacks going on inside of Iran, and Israel is launching a lot of these missiles from Iraqi airspace. Now from Vicegrad24, breaking a second wave of Israeli airstrikes are now striking the Natanz underground nuclear facilities. So the Natanz nuclear enrichment facility you can see right here, kind of in central Iran. There's multiple sites, but apparently one of the major ones is supposed to be the Natanz nuclear enrichment facility, and that's the major one that was hit. And I've got this new picture here from Ozan Defender. Additional explosions are being reported now at the Natanz nuclear facility in central Iran. So this is that clip from the video that I had for you guys on the waiting screen when you came in here, showing the smoke coming from the Natanz nuclear site. and apparently got hit at least one time throughout the night. And we were seeing secondary explosions apparently coming after, showing that this place obviously took on some major destruction. We'll see how bad the damage is later. Now, Clash report breaking fire visible at the nuclear facilities area in Natanz, Iran, following Israeli strikes. So this is video that was taken. You can tell it was earlier in the morning as it first got hit. You can see a major fire over there as well. So Israel definitely attacked it. And from what we understand, later in the morning, when the sun was starting to come up, it actually had secondary explosions. Now, Vicegrad 24 breaking initial reports of Israeli drone swarms entering Iraqi airspace and heading towards Iran. Okay, so also Israel firing drones over there as well, apparently. I'm not sure if these are like kamikaze drones or what, because as far as I know, I've never seen Israel really using any kamikaze drones, so I don't know if maybe they're reconnaissance drones or what they are, but some sort of drones entering Iraqi airspace heading towards Iran tonight. Now, Vicegrad 24 breaking, Iran confirms that Israel has killed Hossein Salami, the IRGC commander-in-chief. That's him right here. Gholam Ali Rashid, the Armed Forces Strategic Commander. I'll show you a picture of him in just a moment. Dr. Tehran, the project supervisor in the Ahmad plan to develop nuclear weapons and project supervisor for sub-project 3/30, which on nuclear explosive testing, he was one of Iran's top nuclear scientists. Okay, so a top scientist for their nuclear program eliminated, top IRGC commander eliminated, and this Armed Forces Strategic Commander, Gholam Ali Rashid, also taken out. And on top of that, Faredoun, if I'm saying that right, Abbasi, the former head of Iran's Atomic Energy Organization, also reportedly eliminated in these strikes. And these were confirmed directly from Iran's state news. So that's crazy. Now, from World Source News 24/7, here's a picture of Major General Gholam Ali Rashid. It says head of IRGC's Qatam al-Anbiya headquarters killed in Israeli strikes tonight. Okay, so apparently this man's part of a very important branch of Iran's military as well, and he was the head of the IRGC's Qatam al-Anbiya headquarters. Okay, so reportedly he has been taken out as well. This is crazy what Israel's been able to achieve again. Now, OSINT defender Mohammed Mehdi Tehranchi, president of the Islamic Azad University in Tehran, was reportedly also killed by tonight's Israeli strikes on Iran. So this is a picture of another man that has been eliminated. So the president of the Islamic Azad University in Tehran, Mohammed Mehdi Tehranchi, he's been taken out also. And another one, Vicegrad 24 breaking, Israel's also killed Ali Akbar Ahmadian, the Secretary General of Iran's Supreme National Security Council. So that's crazy. Okay, so the Secretary General of Iran's Supreme National Security Council also reportedly taken out Ali Akbar Ahmadian. Wow, so now Vicegrad 24 breaking, Israeli media reports that the head of the Quds Force, Ismail Kayani, has been killed. He replaced Soleimani after he was killed by Trump. Now, I haven't been able to completely confirm this. This is what Israeli media is reporting tonight. I haven't seen Iran come out and issue a statement on that just yet. Maybe that might be confirmed. I'm not sure yet. But allegedly, Ismail Kayani, the head of the Quds Force, and a lot of times they operate inside of Syria, he reportedly could have been eliminated as well in an Israeli strike. Now, World Source News 24/7 breaking, Israeli Channel 14 military correspondent Yair Altman reports that more than 240 Israeli airstrikes have been carried out against Iran so far. So that's crazy, guys. Over 240 airstrikes being launched onto Iran. Lots of hits over there. OSINT defender, Israel attacked at least 6 military bases around Tehran, including Parchin, and residential homes at 2 highly secure complexes for military commanders and multiple residential buildings around Tehran in what appears to be targeted assassinations, according to 4 senior Iranian officials. According to the New York Times, here's a statement from Farnaz Fasihi. Sorry, guys. Israel attacked at least 6 military bases around Tehran, including Parchin, residential homes at 2 highly secure complexes for military commanders and multiple residential buildings around Tehran in what appears to be a targeted assassinations, according to 4 senior Iranian officials. Yeah, that's exactly what happened here. Israel's going after top leadership in the military, top leadership in Iran's regime. I mean, it's crazy what Israel is doing here, just slamming targets all over Iran, especially in the capital of Tehran. Now, Vice Grad 24 breaking, Netanyahu releases a statement. We struck at the heart of Iran's nuclear enrichment program and nuclear weaponization efforts. We targeted Iran's main enrichment facility in Natanz. We also targeted leading Iranian nuclear scientists working on the bomb, as well as the core of Iran's ballistic missile program. All right, so these were statements coming out from Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, tonight. As he gave an update. I actually posted that video ready for you guys here on YouTube. You can hop it over to my page if you haven't seen it yet. If you want to watch it, it's about like a 7-minute clip of him talking about this new Operation Rising Lion, is what they're calling it, while they go after Iran and their nuclear program. Okay, so these were statements from him during that video. Now, Vice Grad 24 breaking, Netanyahu sends a message to the Iranian people. The day of your liberation from tyranny is closer than ever. Yeah, so I mean, obviously their major goal here, not only to destroy the nuclear program in Iran, but also topple the Iranian regime, is what it seems like they're trying to do. They're trying to go after the top heads of the Iranian regime and topple it to bring it down. Okay, so that's crazy news there as well. World Source News 24/7 breaking, Israeli official tells Axios, alongside extensive strikes by the Israeli Air Force, the Mossad led a series of covert counterterrorism operations deep inside Iran. These operations were designed to damage Iran's strategic missile array and air defense capabilities. So that's crazy also. You know, reportedly, according to Axios, so they're getting information that the Mossad, Israel's intelligence agency, carried out covert counterterrorism operations. So they were destroying potential strategic missile systems, air defense capabilities inside of Iran, maybe prior to this strike being carried out. So that way Iran could not respond, or maybe if they do respond, it wouldn't be as massive of a response as maybe Israel was expecting Iran to do. So this was a well-coordinated event here that was carried out with this operation onto Iran. So very insane. Israel News Pulse now. Report of downing of 8 Iranian fighter jets in air-to-air combat with Israeli fighter jets. So I can't completely confirm this as well. This is the only report I've seen tonight. I haven't really seen anybody else talking about this. I think some of you were commenting down below in some of my videos talking about that as well. But this is a report. 8 Iranian fighter jets could have been shot down in air-to-air combat with Israeli jets. Now, Monitor X. Footage confirms previous report. Iranian jets went airborne, likely to avoid losses. Video taken over Karaj, west of Tehran. Yeah, this video is going to show what looks like we have Iranian jets taking off, so that way they're not struck at the airfields over there in western Tehran. Take a look. All right, we'll go ahead and pause it there. It might be a little hard to see, but there's an aircraft just flying right up here in the skies, most likely an Iranian fighter jet taking off at some of the airfields in western Tehran, as they don't want to be losing their aircraft, so they took them off the airfield to protect them. So that was video footage coming out from there. Now from World Source News 24/7 breaking, Iranian media reporting that Iran will declare war on Israel very soon, and I'm sure they probably will. Expect that coming here in the next few hours. Now, World Source News 24/7 again, breaking, Israel strikes hit Tabriz, Iran. Okay, here's a video coming out from Tabriz. I'm not sure if there's a nuclear facility over here, but it looks like something was attacked, either a military site or nuclear facility, taking extreme bombing over here from the Israeli Air Force, and they definitely struck something over here, and it looks like it is on fire. We'll wait for more confirmation on what that hit is there. Now from Vice Grad 24 breaking, the Israeli Air Force has struck the Iraq heavy water production plant. The heavy water facilities in Iraq provide heavy water for the nearby IR-40 reactor, which could be produce between 10 kilograms to 12 kilograms of plutonium a year from its spent nuclear fuel. Okay, so also a water production plant being hit. Okay, so that's a huge report coming out from Iran as well. They're trying to do whatever they can to damage these nuclear facilities and shut them down and destroy them, whatever need be. They're also clearly destroying a heavy water production plant as well. Now from Ozone Aggregator, watch Israeli Air Force conduct strikes on Tehran missiles impact targets across the city. Okay, so this was an earlier report. Wanted to show you guys this video. It's pretty insane coming out from Tehran, the capital. You're going to see Israeli missiles slamming all over the city here. Take a look.
محمد
All right, so what we're seeing here is targeted strikes from Israeli missiles going after most likely top heads of Iran's military, top political leadership in the country. We heard that even the president's apartment was hit. Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei was targeted, but allegedly he is still alive and being briefed right now based on the reports we're seeing. So these were most likely decapitation strikes that were being carried out on some of the buildings in Tehran tonight. Now, as a defender, Israeli Chief of General Staff Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir, following tonight's strikes against Iran, said, "We launched a strike because the time had come. We reached the point of no return. We cannot wait for another time to act. We have no choice. History, both distant and recent, has taught us that in the face of ambitions to destroy us, we must not bow our heads, and so we fight to preserve our existence. Freedom is granted to those who are willing to fight for it." Okay, so that was a statement coming out from Israeli Chief of General Staff Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir. This was his statement in response to the attacks tonight onto Iran. Now, DD geopolitics, Tehran is currently engulfed in smoke after several impacts. Okay, so also an earlier video showing smoke in the area of where somebody sat standing on top of a building is what it looks like. And there's lots of smoke around them from these Israeli strikes. Take a look. All right, so it looks like heavy airstrikes were taking place very close to whoever was recording this. You can't even really see anything around the areas. There's just so much smoke, as it looks like a building was probably leveled right next to where these people were standing. So pretty scary footage coming out from there. Now, OSINT aggregator again, watch Israeli Air Force jets launch missiles at Iran from Iraqi airspace. We'll watch some of this here. We'll let it roll. But what you're going to be seeing Israeli missiles flying through Iraqi airspace, heading on over to Iran to strike targets, go after their nuclear facilities. Decapitation strikes the side of Tehran. I mean, these were just a lot of the missiles that were being launched towards Iran to go after numerous military targets and the nuclear program. There's a missile right there actually flying right over somebody's head. Pretty scary to be seeing that. So now we'll move on to another update here from OSINT Defender. The headquarters of the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, IRGC, in the Iranian capital of Tehran was reportedly hit with multiple missiles, causing the destruction of the entire building and several fires which are still raging, according to local sources in Tehran. Okay, so there was also a report headquarters of the IRGC building in the capital of Tehran was also reportedly hit with multiple missiles. Here's a report as well from Vicegrad 24. Breaking Israeli airstrikes hit the Kausar residential complex in central Tehran. It's owned by the IRGC, another surgical hit. I'm not sure if that's that same building here that it was just talking about, this IRGC headquarters, because this does have a name here. The name is Kausar Residential Complex. So reportedly some other building being hit over here connected to the IRGC. I'm not sure if it's separate from the headquarters or not. Does look like that building took a direct hit as well. Now, Mario Nafal, breaking Israeli strikes hit missile base in western Iran. Explosions reported. Israeli airstrikes have reportedly struck an Iranian base in Piran Shar, located in western Iran. Multiple secondary explosions were seen following the impact. All right, so we got a video to show you guys as well. Take a look at this. So it looks like we got secondary detonations here. Some sort of ammo dump or something got hit. We can see a lot of flashes of light there, probably ammunition that is blowing up in this hit over here on a base inside of western Iran. Okay, this is a base in Piran Shar, located in western Iran, that was also attacked by the Israelis. Now, finally, our last update, Ozone Defender, an Israeli official told Fox News, we are just getting started. Okay, so that's what Israel's saying. They're just getting started with all these strikes. This is probably going to continue. The Israelis stated earlier, just a few hours ago, that they're expecting this to last actually up to like a week or longer. And Benjamin Netanyahu, during his statement that I released for you guys earlier, also said that they will carry on these strikes as long as necessary. They will continue striking Iran until the job is done. And they will continue going after their nuclear sites as well. So things are going to continue to spiral out of control over here in the Middle East. The big question here next is, what is Iran going to do? How are they going to retaliate? We know they're for sure going to attack Israel because Israel carried out these strikes. But the big question is, are they going to attack the U.S.? And then will the U.S. get sucked into this war and have to start launching strikes onto Iran as well? We'll have to see what's going to happen, though, guys. So that's it for today's update. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. We'll see you in the next one.